Just let me know whenever you're ready.
I'm just using my kickstand.
Hello, and welcome to episode 21 of Magic the Vlog. I'm Max, and Jake is checking tweets on his phone with a kickstand. This week, I have a cute new haircut.
And I have a cute new hat. This week's song of the week is called In Paris by Jay-Z and Kanye West. So Max has been working pretty long and hard on this new legacy deck. It's fairly competitive and it'll blow you away. Here he is.
Welcome to the world of competitive legacy. We visited once before when I deck teched my Goblins deck for you guys, and here we're taking a trip on back. This week, it's crabs. As you can see, every card in this deck is foil. I've spent about a year or two trying to get to that stage, and I finally achieved it. And now, the main theme of this deck is, of course, crabs. I play Hedron Crab, I play Jawari Scuttler, I play Armored Cancrix, I play Giant Crab. This one is Korean, you may not be able to read it. Here's an English one for you. You can pause the video if you would like to read Giant Crab. I play Chrome Shell Crab. He's a beast right there, but he's been errated into a crab on future printings. And I also play King Crab at the top of the curve. He's really a thorn in the side of any green decks I might face. Now, you might be wondering, how does this deck win? Here it is for you. These two cards allow me to give my opponents crabs. So the first few turns of the game, I'm just playing crabs. Sitting back, drop an island, drop a crab. Once I get ready, once I've assembled my army, I start giving them to my opponent. Once my opponent has crabs, it's hard to stop the force of this deck, and it eventually results in a concession. Or, I mean, if my opponent wants to stick around and just have crabs, he can do that, I suppose. I've got the land bases consist of islands, also 2 Halimar Depths. I like those to filter my draw. They're an upgrade from Sensei's Divining Top, which is seen in many Legacy control decks. In addition, I've got Talisman of Dominance, if I ever need extra blue mana that I can't produce from my islands, or I can use colorless. I don't really use the black ability much because nothing in this deck costs black. I've got Kraken's Eye as main deck technology against burn decks, because they're trying to make me lose life, but if I have Kraken's Eye I can gain life and combat their game plan. And then I also have these 3 one-ofs. These are all specific applications. Echoing Truth allows me to return any crabs I might have already given to my opponent back to my hand, and then I can replay them and further give my opponent additional crabs. Backslide also helps me give my opponents more crabs because I can turn my Chrome Shell crabs face down and then morph them back over to give more crabs. And if I'm just not drawing any crabs, I've got a hand of like 7 islands. Turn 2, Mistform Mask. I can enchant one of their creatures, and then on turn 3, they'll have a crab, even if I've drawn no crabs. How good is that? That's game plan redundancy, and that's what you want in every single Tier 1 Legacy deck. This is a great example. You should all build this deck, take it to your any local Legacy event you have, and once you do, you'll be posting 1s and 2s. I mean, there's almost no matchup that this deck loses, and additionally, it's a really great choice against many of the popular decks right now in pretty much every metagame. This week, Jake is going to do an editorial piece about his opinions on Standard as a format.
Alright guys, Jake's here. You're gonna have to hold on a second. Sorry, I was just checking tweets on my phone with a kickstand. Do you ever realize Standard is such a stupid format? Here, spend a lot of money on these cards that you can play with for 1 year. That's so dumb. And especially right now, with the whole modern thing, everyone's trying to focus on modern because there's such awesome cards like Jason Lion Sculptor, Squadron Hawk, all the blades, Stoneforge Mystic, all of those are just, it's ridiculous. No one is, like, let's take our local meta here. We have modern events that will get 40 people, and at F&M, we'll be lucky if we get 12 people. Because no one wants to play Standard with this crappy cards. They need to start putting out some great cards in Standard. Which is why, this F&M, I'm assembling a green-white cat deck. It's going to blow my meta away. We might have a deck for you next week. If I want to share my deck with you, I might. Because it's next level magic. I'm going to play it in our meta. We have free F&M and paid F&M. Paid is $5, and with every win of the round you get a booster pack. And I feel like if I played paid, I would just stomp and get a lot of booster packs and make everyone feel bad. But if I played free, I would just beat all the bad kids. So it's, you know, it's a tough battle, you know, one of those tough choices in life. You know, you just gotta pick a choice and move on. But that's just a little bit about why the Standard format is just terrible. I don't know why anyone would want to play it. See you guys next week. Spellbomb. Play it in your